What's up, Netflix? It's your boy Terence Crawford. Thanks to all my supporters. I told y'all I was gonna win. I know a lot of them fans is going home crying, like I said. But shout out to all the fans that came to support.
Guys, we gotta move.
In the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Can you get a better ending than tonight? I mean, really?
Not at all. Not at all. This is the top of the top. You know, Canelo is, you know, an all-time great. Like I said before, he's the last one.
He was the A side of the age.
There's no more Canelos, you know. So, there's no more. So, you know, when you look around, you say, I'm the Canelo. You know, I'm the face of boxing now, and I'm the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, like I always been.
113 for the winner on unanimous decision. The Fighting Pride of Omaha.
Yeah. 3-time undisputed. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You look spectacular.
Spectacular. Spectacular from
Thanks,
round
Floyd.
one.
You know, I always.
Hey, you see me wink at you?
That's it.
I pulled one of your moves.
I think the camera.
I see you, champ.
Upset of a lifetime?
Nah, it wasn't an upset. The people that really know boxing knew that it was a good fight.
Yeah.
It depended on what kind of fight that Bud fought. He fought the fight that he needed to fight to win.
Is that how you expect it to go? You want to see a rematch, Devin, or you think it was pretty clean?
Honestly, I know it's a lot of money in the rematch, but I want Bud to retire. He accomplished everything in boxing already. He made a lot of money. He should just go spend time with his family and have some fun.
Terence Crawford just proved me wrong, proved a lot of people wrong, and cements himself as one of the all-time greats, S-tier, top tier. Gets to, as my man Sam Gordon just texted me from San Francisco Chronicle, gets to sit at any table. And coming into this fight, you know, I had Crawford #1 pound for pound back in 2017. I always acknowledged him as the best counterpuncher in the game, one of the great counterpunchers. But I didn't see him as Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson. I didn't see him as that. I saw him as the tier of greats right below that. Oscar, Shane, Mike McCallum, guys like that. And it turns out, no, he's with the best of the best.
Y'all was here?
Yeah.
It was a good fight. I'm honored to be here.
You expected that?
I'm happy to be here, bro. It was a great fight.
Is there a need for a rematch, though? Canelo came on a little bit late, but...
That's different. They took a long time to prepare for this great fight.
Yeah.
Let them enjoy, let them have a rest, and we'll see what's next.
Beautiful performance from Terence Crawford.
Beautiful performance, tremendous night for boxing.
Yeah.
And he had a game plan, he performed, and he deserves all the recognition.
Yeah. What would you like to see next from him?
To have a nice vacation and enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Let him rest. He deserves all the time.
Yeah.
To really enjoy what he has just accomplished.
You know, I wanted to see a good fight, man, and I think that's what the world saw. And I would love to see another one.
So you want to see them run it back?
Yeah, that or Boots.
Yeah, Boots Ennis. Where does this put Crawford in the all-time greatest, man?
Definitely cracked the top 10, and he's closer to top 5. But I think he's got some more work to do. That was incredible.
Yeah. What about Canelo, man? Where's he at?
Still amazing. Still one of the greatest fighters of our time, man. A lot of respect for both these guys to get in there and give the fans what they wanted to see, man, which was a great fight.
Science of the sport. This guy adapts. I know it.
How did you know he was going to win? Why?
He's got too much ammunition. You know, southpaw, orthodox, on the back foot. That's what changes good from great is knowing that or that. You know, he's back foot, front foot. That's the difference.
Offered to retire, you want to continue?
You guys push that back a little bit.
Hey, he's doing well. It's been good. Hey, what a performance.
Canelo came out, as he always does, starts well, lots of feints. I thought Canelo, was feigning more and had better positioning early. But once Crawford, here's where the fight really swung to Crawford. It was a competitive first 3 rounds, nip and tuck. Crawford a little more accurate. But in the start of the 4th round, Crawford opened up and really had a dominant first minute. And Canelo was persistent in the last 2 minutes, and then that started to be a little bit of a pattern, and I wondered if Crawford would get jobbed on the scorecards, because then he started making the habit of starting the first minute beautifully. He did that in the 4th, either the 6th or the 7th, definitely the 7th. He did it in the 7th. I think he did it in the 4th, 6th, 7th, and 9th. And then he would take his foot off the gas, and I'm like, okay, now you're giving a reason for the judges to find a way to rob you for the bigger name fighter in Canelo. But then in 10, 11, I mean, the fight was really over in the 11th. He stood in the phone booth with Canelo, took some of those looping, old school Triple G type looping right hands over the top, those anchor shots, and he ate him no problem.
Like the Sugar Ray Leonard and everything. He should be in another stratosphere with what he's accomplished here tonight. So his legacy just grows.
Were you surprised it was so one-sided?
No. Well, you got 2 champions and 2 different styles. And obviously, Crawford was a little quicker.
Hell of a jump, man. I'm happy for him. Super excited for him, man.
Yeah.
She was a hell of a night for us. The speed, really.
Yeah.
I think it was the main factor. Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good. I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round. So but yeah, that's about right. You can say that. Yeah. 3-time undisputed. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
What happens to Canelo after this? It don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. So he's done a great job for himself, man. Nevertheless, Crawford is on his way, continuing to create greatness. I know boxing. I just know stylistically. I've been in the gym with. I've shared the ring with Canelo, and then I see that. So the punching, the output that he was giving Canelo definitely gave him the win.
I want to apologize on behalf of Terence Crawford. He just messed up your bag, man.
I know, bro.
He messed up your bag. What's up?
You say that, though. You say that, but listen, God's got a greater plan, innit? God's got a greater plan, and it'd even be an honour to share the ring with him.
Do you think Crawford will start the weight, or should start the weight?
I reckon he will stay it, because he looked good at it. He looked strong at it.
Did he seem hurting there at all?
Nah, not at all, man. He was eating them punches, bro. I was shocked, but he's a GOAT.
Easy work for Crawford. Easy work. Crawford is special, and he did it. It was a great fight. It was a great fight. You know, Canelo really was trying, couldn't get to him. You know, he looked a bit frustrated, but it was a great fight all around. Both guys looked good.
Crawford an all-time great, Lennox.
Crawford was great.
Easy work. He almost got the 11th-round stoppage.
Yeah.
I told y'all he is a monster.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Canelo's a good fighter, man.
Yeah.
But he made the fight look normal, guys.
Yeah.
He made it look normal. Canelo left out of face with a cherry red face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Bud didn't have a mark on him. There's nobody that's ever done what Bud just done to Canelo. Alvarez. Come on, man.
He stepped a little more to Canelo than Floyd, right?
Nobody's ever hit Canelo like that before, ever.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Check this out, guys. Floyd Money Mayweather just shared on social media that he bet $50,000 on Crawford to win, and he won $75,000 back. So Crawford made Mayweather $74,000. Most people that I talked to were betting on Canelo. A few people bet on Crawford.
Michael Bisping, known for his bold and honest takes, was one of the first to weigh in. He analyzed precisely how Crawford might manage the upset, citing speed, IQ, and versatility as his strongest weapons against Canelo's brute force and heavy-handed experience.
In this fight, Crawford is going to have to use the footwork, he's going to have to dance around, let Canelo Alvarez come to him. And that's what he does, that's his style. He's got beautiful footwork. He's going to wait for Canelo to chase him down, and he's going to look for Canelo to make mistakes. He's going to look for Canelo to overexpose, to get frustrated, to wing in some wild shots. And when he throws and he gets a little reckless, leaves the opening, that's where Crawford's going to step in.
But despite Michael Bisping drawing a clear trend map for Crawford to emerge victorious, ultimately, his confidence switched over to Canelo Alvarez. He conceded that Crawford has the ability to make it awkward, but Canelo's established record at higher weights and his coolness in pressure situations is just too much to overlook.
So there you have it. I do obviously think that Canelo wins this fight, and I think he wins it via decision or a late stoppage. But I can see it kind of going either way. Ultimately, it comes down to if Crawford can outbox Canelo for most of the fight, can he stay smart?
Keith Thurman also entered the debate and supported Bisping's last words by agreeing with Canelo Alvarez. His arguments were extremely straightforward. Canelo has been a natural in this weight class for years and has a legendary record of fighting top competition at various classes. To Thurman, the largest disparity isn't purely about power, it's about comfort.
No, I favor Canelo because of his experience, but knowing Crawford and his amateur pedigree, and knowing that he can work behind the double jab, he can work behind the triple jab. The thing is, we've never seen him move his body with that extra weight for 12 rounds. Is he going to be able to be agile? Is his defense going to hold up? You know, is his legs going to, what is he going to do with his legs? People think he's just going to run.
The great Manny Pacquiao also shared his opinion, and like Thurman, he too inclined towards Canelo Alvarez. Pacquiao brought to the forefront one of the most underrated things about this fight, keeping so much excess weight and balance at the same time. He clarified that jumping up divisions is not merely a matter of skill, but one of the ways the body responds to new size, changes in endurance, and strength.
You see Terence Crawford now, just moved up to 154, then he's moving up again 2 weight classes against Canelo Alvarez. What do you think about that fight?
It's a good fight, but Canelo has advantage. His favor because that's his natural weight. And then Crawford moving up. If Crawford don't know how to handle or manage his body and his condition, his footwork, everything like that, to moving up, very difficult. He needs to handle and maintain the speed and improve his power. That's what I did. Like, maintain your speed and improve your power.
To get respect from the bigger man.
Jaron Anais, arguably the brightest of the young stars in the sport, wasn't hesitant for an instant when making his prediction. He favored Canelo Alvarez to win this one with little uncertainty, and according to Anais, Canelo's experience, timing, and raw power make him a nightmare for anybody to match up against.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been pitting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68-pounder. He probably really should be at 60, maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, you know, so be it.
Gary Russell Jr. also entered into the controversy and made his stance well known. He chose Canelo Alvarez over Crawford. Just like everyone else, Russell's argument rested on the reason that Canelo's natural size, power, and ease in this weight class would make it very hard for Crawford to implement his regular game plan. He pointed out that Crawford is accustomed to dictating fights through timing and adjustments. But against a physically powerful and defensively skilled individual like Canelo, those adjustments may not be sufficient to win.
I have to get your prediction for the Canelo versus Crawford card. Who do you got?
Canelo, but you got to take your head off to Terence Crawford for just moving up multiple weight divisions, trying to fight someone like Canelo Alvarez, and he's also taking an opportunity, if he possibly wins, you know, then he could become one of the best in the world that does it. I personally just feel as though Canelo is just too big, too strong. If Terence is in 15-round shape, he can give Canelo a good run for his money. I think he gotta step up his defensive discipline though. He still get hit a little too much for me.
But not everyone was completely sold in Canelo's direction. One of boxing's most revered voices, Jim Gray, took a more equipoised view. He said both men have characteristics that are detrimental to the other. On Canelo's behalf, his punching power, patience, and front foot fighting ability are hazardous. On Crawford's behalf, his speed, movement, and incessant pace may disrupt Canelo's rhythm. Gray refused to take sides, however, insisting this battle will boil down to who carries out their game plan more disciplined and concentrated.
It's hard to give a strategy until we see actually what transpires. So I'm sure he has a strategy, and I'm sure, he can switch on a moment's notice. So, Canelo's fought southpaws. He's obviously fought, orthodox. So, but for a guy to switch in the middle of a round, perhaps that'll be something that, could be a difference. It's impossible to say here. How's he going to react when he gets hit by somebody with this type of power at this type of weight? So.
Unexpectedly, from Crawford's corner of fans, Oscar De La Hoya made his move and provided a daring comparison. He refused not to remark boxing could very well be seeing another Mayweather versus Canelo scenario once again. He reminded fans that when Canelo had fought Floyd Mayweather, Canelo was unstoppable at the time, but Mayweather's ring IQ, timing, and skill totally shut down Canelo.
It should be a good fight, and let me tell you why. Crawford is coming up 2 weight classes, and he's coming off a year's layoff. So that's a huge advantage for Canelo. If Canelo forces his will on him, he'll probably be 190 pounds inside the ring on fight night. I give him a great shot in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round to knock out Crawford. If he doesn't do that, then Crawford is going to box his ears off. It might be another Mayweather versus Canelo. Remember when Mayweather was just schooling him and making him look silly? That can happen again this Saturday. So everything has to be perfect for Crawford. He has to use his footwork. He has to use his speed, his combinations, his ring IQ. He has to stay disciplined.
Michael J. White, the Hollywood actor who actually has real combat training background, also adhered to the same thought process. He said, Crawford's skill set is so high that it would not be unusual for the fight to become a virtual imitation of Canelo losing to Mayweather. White pointed to Crawford's lateral movement, pace control, and ability to cut angles that befuddle larger opponents. He had faith that Crawford's smoothness and mental stability during gunplay could lead him to victory, even against bigger and physically intimidating Alvarez.
Why do you think Crawford's going to beat him?
Because Crawford could find people to fight like Canelo, who is amazing. Canelo has he evolved. I saw how he evolved defensively and everything. I just don't think he's as fast as Crawford. And I think Crawford is just a little step ahead as far as movement is concerned. And so I think it's going to be Mayweather Canelo Part 2. That's what I think.
I mean, Canelo is naturally heavier.
Stephen A. Smith, who never had a problem speaking his mind, also favored Crawford, but with a twist. He thought that if Crawford emerged victorious, it wouldn't be through a knockout but a decision. Stephen A. emphasized that Crawford had the patience to box 12 focused rounds, deliver precise shots, and make Canelo go thinking. Yet he cautioned fans that this path is extremely perilous, since battling for points against Canelo translates to every misstep potentially leading to a crushing counter. Nevertheless, he believed Crawford's discipline would prevail.
Crawford. I'm not hesitating, Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr., who knows both power and skill, followed the opinion of Stephen A. Smith with utmost confidence. Roy had faith in Crawford's skill, IQ, and ability to adjust within the ring to beat a risky feat in the form of Canelo. In his eyes, Crawford possesses all the ability to annoy Alvarez, counter his counters, and outmaneuver him for 12 rounds. Jones pointed out that Crawford's timing and style are difficult to train for, and he possesses the right mindset it requires to survive and thrive under such a contest.
Do you believe that Terence Crawford can get a decision against Canelo in Vegas on a Mexican holiday weekend?
Yes, I think he can get a decision because he's the one who's going to try to pull off the impossible feat. If he even lasts 12 rounds, he's done more than most people are expecting him to do.
But Roy Jones Jr. also included a significant condition in his critic. He said that there would be only one situation in which Canelo Alvarez could walk away with the win, and that's if he fought a perfect fight. In Roy's opinion, Canelo cannot afford to commit a single mistake against Crawford, as every mistake will be penalized. If Canelo remains laser sharp, uses his jab, cuts the ring, and does not load up too much, then he will get the win. Anything less, however, could cost him the fight.
Fight the absolute correct fight that he can fight, the only correct fight that he can fight, he does have a chance, and I think he could be victorious. If he doesn't fight the one way that he can only fight to win it, Terence Crawford has 6 ways he can win it. And my money will go on the man who has 6 ways to win it over the man who has 1 way of winning it.
So you think Canelo has to kind of fight the perfect fight, right?
If he don't, he in trouble. If he does, he should be all good.
Teddy Atlas, another veteran boxing voice who favored Crawford and outlined precisely why, he dissected ways that Crawford can leverage his strengths to cause issues for Canelo. Atlas emphasized that Crawford's unpredictability, his capacity to change gears during a fight, and his coolness under duress will all be factors. Unlike most fighters who break down once Canelo turns up the heat, Atlas believed that Crawford is constructed differently. He wouldn't break, and instead would take those opportunities and generate a new chance against Alvarez.
My overview would be, I'm looking for Crawford to win the outside. Use his length. I know he's still got good length on him. Use his length, use his legs a little bit, grab the canvas. He's not going to run, but just control space, get angles, be ready to punch. Don't allow Canelo to freely walk in.
Later in his analysis, Teddy Atlas said something intangible about Crawford that can't be written down. He stated that there are aspects about Crawford that the usual fan may not notice, things that set great fighters apart from legends. Atlas described how Crawford's presence, his desire to win, and his capacity to stay calm no matter what are weapons as deadly as his technical tools. These clandestine abilities, Atlas believes, might be what propels Crawford across the line into the battle of his life.
And where I think he gets served is that, again, Canelo's feet aren't that fast. Why did he lose to Mayweather a long time ago? I know it was 1,000,000 years ago. I know. But it wasn't because his hands were too slow. His feet were too slow. He couldn't close the gaps fast enough. And I think he's going to have a problem in that same area. If I'm right. If Crawford maximizes the things that favor him.
And last but not least, one of the brightest minds in the sport of boxing today, Alexander Usyk gave his endorsement to Crawford as well. Usyk was effusive in his praise for Crawford's unorthodox style, stating his creativity within the ropes is unique among all the current fighters. He pointed out how challenging it is to train against a fighter who can change rhythm at will, switch between stance and disrupt patterns in a matter of seconds. For Usyk, this kind of unpredictability makes Crawford a nightmare opponent for Canelo, and claims that it provides Crawford with the opportunity to shock the world.
Canelo and Terence Crawford. Yeah. How do you see that fight? Who do you
like? Terence. It's
wow.
My friend, but it's crazy man. Listen, I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo.
Yes, Terence win. But listen, Terence is different man. Terence work in две стойка.
Two sides.
Two sides.
Right.
And
And
switch hitter.
yes,
He's a switch hitter.
Yes.
Right and left. But it's very smart man. It's very smart. But feel distance and place.
Adjustment.
Subscribe now for more breakdowns, analysis, and all the hype in the lead up to Fight Night.